Epic Mickey, a game that took the happy-go-lucky mascot at Disney and placed him in a dark, twisted version of Disneyland. What's not to love? Oh, well, besides that, I guess. With the first game being a masterpiece, a full, albeit short 3DS game, and the Power of 2 being okay, it's safe to assume that a third game was coming, and for a brief period of time, there was. Unfortunately, this game, along with a couple of spin-offs, never saw the light of day. Why is that? I'm your host for today, Pancake Armor Man, and in today's episode of the Gaming Gallery, we'll be discussing 3 cancelled games from the Epic Mickey series. Epic Mickey 3, Epic Disney Racers, and Epic Donald? Well, I guess somebody's gotta make Disneyland great again. Oh god, that was a terrible joke. Before we get started, it's worth mentioning that there's no gameplay or screenshots of Epic Mickey 3. There is concept art of Epic Disney Racers, but it would be boring to just have the same 4 images looped over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and I think Pancake.exe has stopped working. So for this episode, we'll be using footage from the first 2 games. Yeah, I know, exciting. Epic Mickey director Warren Spector had always intended for the series to be a trilogy. I don't do anything that isn't extensible, and I will certainly feel that I have not done my job if we can't make other games in this world with these characters. In my head, I've got 2 more planned. 2 of the bigger additions to Epic Mickey 2, The Power of 2, were co-op multiplayer and musical numbers, and according to Warren Spector, these were added as a way to test out ideas that he had for Epic Mickey 3. In fact, one of the biggest goals of the game was to make Epic Mickey 3 a truly interactive musical game and make music in the context of a game, boy, that no music game has ever done yet. Take a shot every time he says music. As far as our researchers could tell, no music had been written for the game by the time Epic Mickey 3 was cancelled. The game also seemed like it would have had a stronger emphasis on multiplayer. To what degree, however, we can't tell. What we can tell, however, is what the story could have potentially been like. Fair warning, we'll be going into major Epic Mickey 2 spoilers for a moment. If you don't want to see the game's ending, please skip ahead to the timestamp displayed on screen. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Thanos arrives in Wasteland and uses Majora's Mask to destroy the Kanto region! Nah, I'm just kidding. Now let's talk real spoilers. You know, if that really did happen, I could just imagine Oswald being like, "Oh, Mickey, I don't feel so good." After everybody celebrates the redeemed/destroyed Mad Doctor, Big Bad Pete, Pete Pan, Petetronic, and Small Pete take Gremlin Prescott into the Ventureland painting, saying, "Look at them all, so happy. They ain't even going to know what hit them." Little did they know that we quite literally would never know what hit them. An interesting detail worth mentioning is that using Finner in the Mad Doctor's attic in Epic Mickey 2 would reveal outfits that Pete has worn throughout the Mickey Mouse and Oswald the Lucky Rabbit cartoons, hinting that the attic had become a hideout for the Petes while they were planning whatever they were planning. Well, they were planning on collecting all the Infinity Stones and then, snapping their fingers to, cause half of the Disney universe to be wiped out, but we'll never know that. How do I know this? That's a secret. The next game we'll be discussing is a kart racing spin-off called Epic Disney Racers. This project was a Mario Kart-inspired game featuring Disney characters. Based off of the artwork, we can safely say that Mickey, Minnie, Oswald the Mad Doctor, Scrooge McDuck, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and Cruella de Vil were planned to be playable. What's also interesting is this game would have featured ideas from Mario Kart Double Dash, with one character controlling the car while another uses items. What items? Well, we can see Oswald using his remote, and Huey, Dewey, and Louie throwing money bags. Oh god, I hope Scrooge isn't mad at him. That was his money. The only stage we can see in these images was something inspired by Araba from Aladdin. Araba, I think that's how it's pronounced. And as we can see from Cruella de Vil's concept art, the vehicles could have shown visible signs of damage during races. The last game for today is the cancelled Epic Donald, and honestly, there's very little information known about this game. Based on the screenshots we'll have on screen, we can't even tell if this game would have taken place in Wasteland at all. What is clear, however, is that Epic Donald was heavily inspired by the Karl Barks comics in the 1950s. Taking place in Duckburg, the game would have featured Donald Dutch? I think you misspelled Duck, as the main character doing Donald Duck things. Yeah, you misspelled Duck. Sorry, Gator. But why were these games canceled? Well, this may be the reason. Epic Mickey 2 The Power of 2 didn't sell well at all, to the point where many news outlets claimed that the game didn't even make profit for Junction Point. Due to the game's poor sales, Disney shut down Junction Point and decided to focus more on mobile game development. I really think Disney also plays a big part in this because they did kind of rush the Epic Mickey 2's development. If you go to things that some developers of Junction Point said, if you go to interviews, they will mention how Disney did, kind of rush them. Gator didn't write this. I'm just saying this. I don't really know how valid these are, but whatever. I do think Disney kind of had a reason for why Epic Mickey 2 didn't, was poor, but yeah, Epic Mickey 2 didn't sell well at all. Unlike the first game. The first game's really good, and it was great. A masterpiece. It's a real shame too. Epic Mickey 2 had a lot of potential, and most of its problems would have been fixed if the game had another year of development. But sadly, we may never know what hit them. Thanks for watching this episode of the Gaming Gallery. I've been your host, Pancake Armor Man, and if you'd like to see more gaming trivia, well, you already know what to do. Share this video with everyone you love, subscribe to our channel, eat your green vegetables, drink plenty of water, and don't forget to brush twice a day. Thanks for watching, and remember that in our hearts, we are gamers. Gator, your spelling, it's atrocious.